for today. On today's lesson, we'll be having a teaching demonstration.
That's right, Teacher Ben. But before that, we will be discussing our topic. We will be introducing to you the theory that we will be applying in our demo lesson.
Wow, that's a great idea, Teacher Gwen. As a teacher, we need to apply a learning theory to our discussion to have an effective and meaningful learning. So we will be applying the Bandura social learning theory, which is observational learning, which is part of behaviorism. First is we will be defining what is observational learning and social learning theory. Are you ready, class? Okay, that's great. Teacher Gwen will discuss it, so class, please listen carefully.
Hi class, I am Teacher Gwen. I'll be discussing to you about observational learning and the social learning theory. What is observational learning? When someone uses observation of a model's actions and the consequence of those actions to guide their future actions. First example would be like learning how to swing a baseball bat after watching the players on TV. Second example is learning how to use a feature on your phone after watching your friend use it. In both of these cases, you are observing a model performing a behavior and then later on modeling that behavior on your own. Model: who or what is being observed and may be live or symbolic. Do you know who is Bandura? He is a psychologist who has done an extensive research on observational learning. His findings lead him to develop of social learning theory. Social learning theory emphasizes the importance of the environment or social context in which learning occurs. In 1965, Bandura investigated aggression by using 4-year-olds as participants. The participants were allocated to one of 3 groups and each group was shown a different movie. In all 3 movies, there was a model who was seen shouting and hitting a bobodel. Each video showed the model experiencing a different consequences. The results showed that Group 1 and 3 were far more aggressive than Group 2. I do have here a bar graph which represents the boys were more aggressive than girls in all 3 conditions. The girls became nearly as aggressive as the boys if they were offered a reward. We do have 5 stages of observational learning. The social learning theory suggests that observational learning occurs in 5 stages. First, attention, which is recognize distinct features. Second is retention, which is remember the observed behavior. Third is reproduction, which is an attempt to reproduce the observed behavior. Fourth is motivation, which is an observer must want to reproduce the observed behavior. Fifth is reinforcement, which is increased observer motivation and likelihood of reproduction. How do we apply this to the real world? I will be giving you an example. So, your mother teaching you how to cook. Therefore, your mother must ensure you can recognize distinct features and ingredients. Number 2, ensure you have retained the information. Number 3, allow you to try to reproduce the behavior like cooking. Number 4, ensure you are motivated. Number 5, reinforce your behavior and give a reward. Let's move on to summary, which is in the social learning theory. It is more on observational learning, which is you watch and learn, and observing consequences of models and behavior. So social learning theory is a social context of learning is a key. According to Albert Bandura, when girls are rewarded, they become nearly as aggressive as boys. Attention plus retention plus reproduction plus motivation plus reinforcement equals observational learning. Content standard demonstrate an understanding and skills in tie-dyeing of t-shirt by using the different learning styles which are auditory learner, kinesthetic learner, and visual learner. Apply Bandura's social learning theory on the lesson. Performance standard, the students will be able to do an observational learning from the teacher's demonstration in tie-dye. The students will be able to apply the steps in tie-dyeing of their t-shirt on their own.
Good day, everyone. Praise be Jesus and Mary. Let's pray first before we proceed to our discussion. Please bow down your head. In the name of the Father, Son, and Holy Spirit. Dear Lord and Father of all, thank you for today. Thank you for ways in which you provide for us all. For your protection and love, help us to focus our hearts and mind now on what we are about to learn. Inspire us by your Holy Spirit as we go about and beyond our lessons. Guide us by your eternal light as we discover more about the world around us. We ask all this in the name of Jesus. Amen. Our previous lesson was all about the history of tie-dye. And today's lesson, I'll be discussing what's the real meaning of tie-dye. But before that, let's check first your attendance. James Reed,
Present.
Nadine Lustre,
Present.
Catherine Bernardo,
Present.
Daniel Padilla.
Present.
Very good. Everyone is present.
At the end of the lesson, the students should be able to explain what is tie-dye under cognitive domain, appreciate the importance of tie-dyeing under affective domain, apply the steps in tie-dyeing of the t-shirt under psychomotor domain.
What is tie-dye? Tie-dye is a method by hand in which colored patterns are produced in the fabric by gathering together many small portions of material and tying them tightly with string before immersing the cloth. And now, Teacher Vin will be the one to demonstrate the tie-dye procedure.
So these are the materials that we will be using for our tie-dye making. But first thing I'm going to do is for the preparation. First is set up first your workstation, so it must be clean. Number 2, put a plastic cover on your table. So this is my plastic cover, and I will put that on my table. And number 3, prepare your plastic basin and put that in the center of the table. Okay. Number 4 is prepare your plastic bottle and put that on the right side of your table. So this is our plastic bottle. And you should also prepare your masking tape and a scissor. So our masking tape and a scissor. So number 5 step would be write the colors on the masking tape so you can identify what are the colors of beans that you will put. So later on, you will not be confused in order to avoid mixing of colors. So like this one. Number 6 is prepare your Venus. So you have here our Venus, which is color violet, the color pink, orange, green, and yellow. So these 5 colors is we will be using this to our tie-dye for today. And of course, you should prepare your water. So we do have here our water. And this water is an example that you will be putting your water in the plastic bottle. So you will be opening this one. And of course, open your water. and put that on your plastic bottle, like this one. After that, you should prepare some color since, as you notice, this is color violet. So you will pick the color Venus, which is color violet, will mix this. So it depends on you if you want to use 2 colors or 3 colors of this one. It really depends on you. But for us, we will be using 2 colors of color violet. And of course, you should prepare your white t-shirt. So this t-shirt is kind of old and we don't usually use it, but in order this one that it would be creative, so we will be using this 2 types of t-shirt. So we will be using 2 types of tie method. The first that we will do is the swirl method, and another one would be the stripe method. So let's start with our swirl method. Number 7 would be prepare your white t-shirt, your fork, and your rubber band. And of course, use your white t-shirt using a fork. I will grab my rubber band and then put the rubber band on my white t-shirt. So you will be doing this multiple times. Okay, great. So I have prepared my second white t-shirt. So we will be doing the second type of tie-dye, which is the stripe method. Okay, let me just do it. So another one would be the stripe method, and this is super easy and it's cool. I really like this technique since you can use as many colors as you would. All you're going to do is a fan fold the t-shirt. So we're just gonna start from folding it like a fan. So you go one side, lift it up, place it over. So I'm done with it. So I will put rubber bands, and you can make the stripes and put as many stripes as you want on this. So we do have the tie-dye process. So the method that we use for this one is the stripe method. So I will be giving you an example on how to put colors in it. guys, so we use the two types of method of tie-dye, which is the stripe method and the swirl method. So we use our old t-shirts. So you can also use your old t-shirts at home that you didn't use. So I hope that you have learned something from this video and you try to tie-dye by yourself because it's so much fun and the business is really affordable. And I can assure you that this is such an amazing learning. You could also try this one at your home if you want to, if you are not busy, but I will be grouping you today into pairs. So you will be having a performance task using your observational learning for today's lesson. The criteria for our performance test will be under the behavioral cell. So creativity is 25%, the teamwork is 25%, and the attitude is 25%, and the neatness is 20%, in a total of 95%.
We're at the end of our session. Let's have our closing prayer. Please bow down your head. In the name of Father, Son, Holy Spirit. Amen. Dear Lord, the Father of all, thank you for today. Thank you for ways in which you provide for us, Lord. For your protection and love. Help us to focus our hearts and minds now on what we are about to end our lesson. Inspire us by your Holy Spirit as we go about beyond our lessons. Guide us by your eternal light as we discover more about the world around us. We ask all this in the name of Jesus. Amen.